Hi there, this is Amanda Hill and I'm going to show you how you can really grow your business with competitions and the importance of having extra people in your waiting room with your Visalus or Via UK business. So here we have your typical waiting room and you've got your 3 front line and an extra one. So what do you do with it? Well, that's easy. You have a competition and you go to all of them and say, the first one of you to bring in 2 promoters will win one of them. So they're all up against each other. So at the moment, your downline is 4 members. So what would happen if they did that? Well, somebody would bring in 2 promoters and one of the others would get moved. That's great, you've just taken it to 6. But how cool would that have been if you doubled it instead? Now, of course, there is the possibility that one of these 2 guys would have brought one in as they were trying to win the competition. And that's cool, and that could happen. But watch what happens if you've got a little bit cleverer. And instead of just handing over this person here, because bearing in mind, you can only move people once, and they must be moved within their first 60 days within the business. So please do keep an eye on your back office when people are going to expire and need to be moved. And you can do that quite easily in your dashboard. And if you look in your waiting room, you can see exactly how long every person has. And don't forget that your customers go in a waiting room as well. And you can use this with the same effect. So let me show you what would happen if we chose a different tactic. So we started with our 4 people and we went to them and said, hey guys, I've got a spare person in my waiting room. If one of you brings me 2 promoters, I will give you a promoter. That would then give them 3, and that's cool. So when the time comes and one of them has brought in a promoter, and they now have 2, instead of handing over the promoter, say to them, great, would you like the promoter, or would you like to grow your team instead? And offer them this person as a prize for one of their 2 people underneath. And your 4 team has now doubled and become a team of 8. How cool is that? And given how long you have left, you could see if you can continue that all the way down the chain. So this person ends up 3 and 4 people down if you have the time to do it. Now, if you were doing the same idea for one of your customers, you could go to one of your customers if you have 4 customers of your own or 5 customers of your own, and keep your own to make sure that you're 3 for free. But with your extra ones, go to one of your customers and say, hey, I'd love to help you get your product for free. Would you like me to hold a 3 for free party for you with your friends? And I can give you one of the 3 that you're going to need to get started to say thank you. So, what are you going to do? Make sure you've got somebody in your waiting room to hold competitions with, and make sure you look through your team to see who else has got it, and share this strategy instead of just handing them over. Take them all the way down in a competition, and instead of just adding 2, you're adding 4 and potentially doubling the business. If you did this every month, you're onto a real big winner. And if you do it with every person in your team, then that's a very good strategy for success and to grow your team very quickly. So all you need to do now is go and get somebody in the waiting room to kick it off. Any questions? Get in touch. You want to be a part of the growing Visalus and Vi UK and soon to be Vi Europe businesses. Why not get in touch? And you can find me at tryvi.co.uk or give me a call.